Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today is a very special day because, as you can tell by the title of this video, merchandise is now available. I've been trying to get this out for months, and if you saw my stream last week about Teespring, you know what the issue's been. So this is a different site, and you can check it out. I'm really excited about it. So, yes. We're going to talk a little bit about the merchandise, and you can check it out. There's a promo code for 20% off. I think it's just today. So be sure to check it out. If you see anything, you can purchase that. So hello, Angel Walker and Sheep Eve. Hope you're having a great day. So yes, the merchandise. So there are 8 different designs. And if you go to automasterdev.com/store, you can see all the different designs, and they're pretty much on all sorts of different products. You can get them on shirts and mugs and tapestries and a whole bunch of other things. Let me actually see what all the different designs are, because there are just so many. There are just so many. So nice to see you all here. So yeah, official merchandise launch sale. Yeah, let me see all the different options that they have. Because yeah, I have a lot of options here, and I wanted to make it a lot of options so, you know, people can find something that they want, that they enjoy, and find something that is best for them. So some of this merchandise, you know, just regular t-shirts and tanks and sweatshirts and stuff like that. That's all there. There are a few dresses as well. Stickers, phone cases, pillows, posters, and canvas prints, and wall tapestries, and pouches, and laptop skins, and sleeves, and bed sheet, mugs, leggings, skirt, scarf, drawstring bag, spiral notebook, hardcover journal, clock, artboard, acrylic block. There's so many things to choose from. And most of the designs have all those options available to you. So there are many options available you can choose from. So certainly check that out, and let me know what you think of it. I worked really hard on getting these designs. I had some feedback from my friends, and one of my closest friends, Ray, really helped with the designs a lot. He gave a lot of feedback and really turned it into what it is today. So here's the promotional image. Here's just the image of the different things here, of the different clothing you can have. And as you can see, there's a shirt with my face on it. That one probably has the least amount of options because, well, I don't want my face being like on a skirt. I don't want my face being on a bed sheet. That's just a bit too much. So I made it just available on like some shirts and stuff. So yeah. Then we have the next design here, Overcome Anything. That is a great image as well. It's a little stick figure going upstairs to a door. So you can just overcome anything. Next one, Inspire Everyone. That one's pretty self-explanatory. Courage, like an LGBT type of design. You know, courage. You have courage to come out and stand up. Strength with some hearts and Chinese characters. I think that one is my personal favorite one. That one and Overcome Anything are my top 2 favorites. And then You Can Do It. So those are the main ones. Now there are some other ones as well. Let's see. So let me show you here. If I actually go to my merchandise store here, you can see some of my different designs that I have. And you can always look at any of these. And there's also 2 other ones here. These are 2 photographs that I took. And they're available as a shirt, which looks really good because it covers like the whole front of the shirt. It looks really amazing, and they're available as wall tapestries and bed sheets. The bed sheet looks amazing. The leggings look amazing of those. So certainly check them out as well. Yeah, it is absolutely amazing. Hello, your number 1 fan has arrived. Well, nice to see you, Luke. Nice to see all of you here. Can't wait to get one of those. Yes, if you do get one of these and you do share an image with me, I'll be happy to share it. Like if you send it to me on Twitter, I'll be happy to share that and tweet that out, or Facebook or whatever you choose to do. I'll certainly try to get that out. So yeah, it's great. Ah, Bad Girl, nice to see you. Nice to see you. I know you were really interested in the in one of the images as well, the strength image. Let me actually show you the other promotional image I have here. So the other one that I have actually shows people wearing this, so it's absolutely great. So as you can see here, you see what it might look like on you. These people wearing it, really, really great. You see my face, overcome anything, inspire everyone, courage, strength, you can do it. So yeah, these are great designs. You can browse any of the designs that I have at arnoldmacedo.com/store. Yeah. So as I said, I put a lot of hard work into these, and I'll just show you a little bit of some of the designs here. So if the one for like my face here, for like the one for my face, all of them look great. Well, thank you very much, Luke. So pretty much when you go to a page like this, it shows you the basic design. So this is the main design of my face. And if I scroll down, I can see all the different things that it's available on. And there's tons of options. And you have like the arrows to go. You have apparel, cases and skins, home decor, and stationery. So this one, it doesn't have as many things. But if I go to like my favorite one here, let me actually show you. Let me bring up my favorite one of strength. So here is the strength one. And you can, as I said, you can do all these different designs, and there's wall art and a whole bunch of different cool things here. Pillows and drawstring bags. And what's really nice about this site, let me actually pull up your face on my tits. Bad Girl, yep. Yep, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want there. But yeah, then let me show you what's really cool about this, because hello, E-Rock. Thank you very much for the contribution. Very, very happy. Yeah, you can, as you can see here, this, they actually show you really nice, they have really nice images of these different things. So, now it's very hard for me to control the browser with my mouse here, so I really can't go from image to image, unfortunately, but you get a basic idea of what is available there. So yeah. And the promo code that you see right below here, where is it? There it is. Okay. So go bananas. 20% off everything. So you can get 20% off. I'm pretty sure it's just today. So if you see anything you like and you want to get it, 20% off just today. And yeah, you can do that. So just let me know what you all think of it. What do you all think of it? I heard a lot of you say it's really great. Luke asks, would it be available to deliver in Europe too? I believe the company that I'm using is... I believe they do have locations in United States, Canada, and Australia, maybe. Not sure about Europe. I might have a Europe one, but I'm pretty sure you can have it shipped anywhere. Just depending on where it's shipping from, it may end up costing a little bit more. So, yeah. Go bananas! Yeah, that was not a promo code that I chose, but that's what they do. They run a lot of promo codes. So this is a great time now to get the 20% off, and that's exactly what I was going to do during my launch sale with Teespring. And if you saw my stream last week about Teespring, you know what the whole ordeal was with that. And I'm very glad that I didn't go with them, because this store that I'm using now, Redbubble, it's so much better. It really is so much better. So, yes, Henry. So if you have any other ideas for merchandise, I would love to hear them as well, because I'm always open to ideas. I do have a few more ideas and that are hand-drawn that I will be doing in the near future as well. I just wanted to launch with my 8 products here, and yeah. So, fantastic. So if you have any other questions about the merchandise or just any questions in general, you can certainly ask anything you'd like, and I will answer anything that I can here. Oh, no, bad girl. Never that. Never that. No. Not that at all. I would not. No. That merchandise would not be available on Redbubble, so. Definitely not. Yeah, let me, we have those. Let me see this one again. It's just amazing what they have here. So, yep, you can certainly see what it may look like on you and for the people. You're drinking coffee while reading the comments. Yeah. Yep. Shouldn't do that. But I have my water here, so hopefully that doesn't get all over me. I don't have much more questions to ask. I'm happy you got merch. Yes, thank you very much, Luke. It's I'm not sure if you made it to last week's stream about Teespring, but it was essentially them that got me into wanting to try to do the merchandise, and because I saw that they integrated with YouTube, and I was like, oh, that'd be a great opportunity, and then that ended up not working out. For you know what reason, all the issues, but you know, it's like, okay, that's been great. Muhammad asks, where have you been nowadays? I miss you. Oh, I've been making videos. If you've not seen any of my videos, you can certainly blame YouTube for that. I don't really reach many people now with my videos, unfortunately. You know, I posted a video yesterday. Did you see that one? I posted a video yesterday about colds and depression during the winter season. Winter's approaching here, so we tend to get more depressed if you have seasonal affective disorder, or we may have more colds forming in our body and sicknesses. So I talked about that in my video, and it doesn't have very many views. Like, it's pretty much the more and more videos I put out here, it's just less and less people it seems to reach. And I even hear from people firsthand that even with the subscription bell, they don't get notified. And that's how it is with many people. I've experienced it with someone that I follow as well. I hit that notification bell, they don't get it. So yeah, YouTube is a big problem, which is why I always suggest, just if you truly want to get my videos and you want to get them like a week earlier than I publish on YouTube, then please subscribe to my email newsletter on my website. So if you go to automasterdell.com/newsletter, you can subscribe and get my free ebook that I wrote. And email really can't be censored. Now, you could have some censorship there, but not nearly as much as like with YouTube blocking certain things and all the bugs with that. So yeah, that's what I always recommend people do, because YouTube is actually the very last place that I publish my videos. So all cool kids sub to her newsletter. Yes, thank you, Nai. That's it. That is the link right there. Yeah, YouTube is actually the very last place that I post videos. So now I do have the biggest audience there, but you know, I publish first to Patreon and to the YouTube sponsor it's not really called sponsor, but like a membership. There's like a little join button below my name, right below the video, and you get early access to videos and stuff like that. You don't get as many features as you would on Patreon. If you subscribe $5 a month on Patreon, you do get more benefits. And on Patreon as well, you have the early access to videos, and you can look at the script that I'm writing for that particular video and help edit it and that sort of thing. So you get much more on Patreon than you would on YouTube. So that is where the video first gets published. And then it gets published on my website, automasterdev.com. And that's when the email newsletter goes out. And then from there, it gets published to my social media sometime after, which is only a day before I publish it on YouTube. So yeah, I have a whole set. I have a whole set of things of how I make it go out. And I'm looking at alternative video platforms as well. Like not all of them. Most of the videos on my website are still YouTube embeds, but I am converting them to a new platform, which is much, much better. So when you watch a new video of mine on my website, it's not a YouTube video anymore. It's my own hosted video, which is much better because I'd rather not have any YouTube sort of things on my website, because I with all the things that are going on, YouTube is not the main priority now. It's, focusing on the website, focusing on the newsletter, focusing on the blog that I have on my website. So yeah, that is the main thing. Okay, so we have some questions here. Iris asks, are you going to do anything for Halloween? Nothing special, to be honest. I'll see. I'll see. I don't think I did anything the past 2 years, really, so yeah. I've had to go back and turn the bell on for multiple YouTubers when I already had the bell on for them. It's frustrating. Yes, Punky Clown. That's why I recommend anyone who makes YouTube videos to have an alternative platform. Really, there are many of alternative platforms. Like, I have several other social media sites. As I mentioned, the website. I have a very good Facebook alternative is Minds, Minds.com. That is one that I use, that I post to, and that one is much better than Facebook. I also use Steemit, but I only post on there when I post a new video, so I don't really post really much on there. And I'm also looking into an alternative video hosting platform called BitChute, which is gaining a lot of popularity, so I'll see what I can do about that. Hopefully have all my videos imported, because I can't upload all my videos to that service as well. It's just too much upload. So yeah, just looking for alternative platforms so I can reach other people, because it is getting very difficult now on YouTube. Well, thank you very much, Emma, for subscribing to my newsletter. And Luke has a question here. But a video I made a while ago, and don't know if I should ask you now on this video. Yes, you can ask anything you like. Any question at all. Anything that is... It doesn't have to be related to this topic. It can be completely unrelated. Whatever you would like, you can discuss. So, yeah. There's a lot of talking there. Watch Teespring vid, then made it so difficult for you to sort anything out. Yes. Yep. Henry, yeah, the problem with Teespring. The thing is, because they integrated with YouTube, there are so many people who are using them now. Like, if you look below, like, let's say you take someone, like, find some of your favorite people who make YouTube videos and go to one of their videos. If you're on mobile, it'll be right below the video. It says, after the ad that plays, it'll say, merchandise from this person, show a little icon. Or if you're on desktop, it shows it below, like, the description. It says merchandise from this person. It shows the different merchandise, and that's all Teespring. So as I said, I can't support them anymore because they couldn't be bothered to fix any of the issues. I just had nonstop issues with them. So I cannot endorse them. I cannot recommend them. I will not buy from them ever again. John says, hello, you're awesome. Well, thank you very much, John. I'm also a natural healer. That's wonderful. That's wonderful to hear, because when you can heal naturally, I think that is always the best option, always the best bet for healing, because you can get to the root of the problem that conventional methods usually tend to ignore. Got the most important thing in your video, vitamin C. Forgot magnesium. Yeah, vitamin C. I've taken vitamin C. I've heard from other people who've taken vitamin C, and it just doesn't really do much for a cold. You need to take very, very high doses, and I do not recommend high doses of anything for anyone. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't mention it. Now, magnesium, yes, that is certainly a supplement that we should all take as well. If we're not getting enough, like if you're eating some beans and nuts and grains and stuff like that, maybe you're getting enough. But I was taking a magnesium drink supplement, and I stopped taking it. There's really no need for me to take that anymore. But yeah. Luke says, is it possible to be paranoid without having a paranoia-related illness? It would depend on what you're paranoid about, I would say, because it's I don't like to sit here and say this person has this illness, or I don't like to that categorization, because we have to learn when to admit, and also, like with the denial aspect, we can't deny as well. So if we do have a problem, we have to admit that we have a problem, but we can't deny that we have a problem. So if there is some sort of paranoia going on, and you just say, oh, that's just normal, maybe you're in denial about it. But if you say, yeah, I have some sort of mental illness, this is horrible, I can't stand this, I'm just so messed up, then that is also incorrect thinking. So there is a balance there. So yeah, you could have some sort of paranoia related thing, or you may not. It all depends on the circumstance. Okay. Okay, Emma. I love your videos. Really helped me out when I came out as trans woman. Thank you very much. I'm very glad that I've been able to help. Okay. Sheep Eve says, tips for coming out. Okay, so I did make a video about this some time ago. Very, very long time ago, I think. I'm pretty sure. Or just coming out or something along those lines. Probably could be updated. But yeah, when you're coming out, I always recommend to never do it like in a text message. Never do it over the phone. You know, it's always best face-to-face. And if you can't do it face-to-face, you know, it's best to send some sort of letter or something along those lines. Like, I really do not like it when people are like, you know, they have they have a family member that they like live with or very close, and they send a text message, yo, I'm trans, I'm a boy, I'm a girl. You know, it's like, okay, that's not really the best way of going about it. What I would do is I would write a detailed letter, and I would make sure that they get it. If I wasn't able to actually, do it face to face, I would do a letter. So, or I would do the letter right there. You know, give them the letter, have them read it, and just talk about it there. Well, hello, Robin. You made it this time. That's great. Now, if you look next to Robin's name, his name is green, and there's like a little heart there. He's actually a supporter here on YouTube. I'm very, very thankful, Robin. Thank you very, very much for supporting me on here. You get you get a special icon next to your name, depending on the level, depending on how long you've been supporting me. So it takes a bit, and it goes up, and it gets to like this like rainbow and like emerald shape for like yeah, being a higher amount. So yeah. Okay. Coming out video. Oh, nice. So, nah, you actually linked it here. Say coming out as transgender. Yep, that's it. Oh, darn it. I lost the chat. Now let me go back. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, so look, I can't open up to people because I always think that the info I give them about me will be used against me. Yes, I certainly understand that. I've certainly, I can relate to that. Can't even interact with a friend of mine because I'll start to panic. So really, a lot of this has to do with the internalization of yourself. You have to learn how to be able to deal with some of those things, and if there is any sort of criticism or something that would be used against you, you have to think just how bad that actually is. And here's a good example of what I did and what I went through, which helped me. So I was very paranoid. I was thinking, people were watching me, people were going to do stuff against me and do me harm. Just everything was spying on me and looking at me and, all that. But then it got to a point where I was like, does it really matter if people are watching me? Does it really matter that, these things could be used against me? What is the worst that could possibly be done? And now there are plenty of people who would do certain things against me, and I've certainly seen it. People take things that I say out of context, and then they just make it fit their own agenda. Like, you're being transphobic, you're being ableist for discriminating against trans people, for discriminating against these people with these disorders. You're calling these people fake, and you're making a mockery of mental health and this and that. And it's like, if that's how you want to distort and twist my education and what I'm trying to do, then that's on you. And there are plenty of people who are very gullible and who believe those people who lie and misinterpret what I say. But the thing is, at the end of the day, is that is like the whole point of life, essentially. I mean, you're going to have people who are going to be against you. You're going to have people who are going to not be too happy with your decisions and what you do. And there are going to be people who absolutely despise you. There are going to be people who absolutely love you, and everywhere in between. You can't get everyone to love you. And I've learned that as well. You can't please everyone. So, because of that, you have to take it at your own pace here, and you have to realize just what is important and what isn't important. I mean, is it really that big of a deal if something gets used against you? I mean, what is the worst that could happen? And if someone's going to use something against you, are they truly your friend? Are they truly there for you? Because a friend would not do that. I've had plenty of friends who have gone behind my back and done something, and that's just how it is. And those people are not those people aren't friends anymore, I tell you that. So true friends would not do that to you. True friends will be here for you and support you. So with my example, I was feeling, these issues and these problems, and that's when I said, instead of people spying on me and this and that, I'm just going to put myself out there. I'm going to intentionally put all my information out there, because guess what? If I put it out there, it won't be leaked out there by someone watching me, or, like the cable box or the TV watching me. It doesn't matter at that point, because I already have brought everything to the attention, So, okay. That was a long, I give a lot of long answers, so. Robin, yes. Robin, $4.99 a month if you wish to be a sponsor here on YouTube. This gets you early access to new videos. I publish, as soon as my video is done editing and uploaded, I send it out to people on Patreon and to my YouTube sponsors. So you can get early access to that. You can comment on that video. You can hear a response from me, and you also get a little badge next to your name, and you have special emojis in the chat. And right now, I've only created 3 emojis. Let me show you the 3 emojis here. Okay, so these are the 3 emojis. I need to work on some other ones. I don't really have any ideas at the moment, so any advice or suggestions would be great. But yeah, right now that is what I have, and I'll work on that at a point as well. But you can use those. My favorite one, I think is the heart, and I like the crystal one. The A is just like my logo. Like you should be able to see it in the corner of my video, and it's like the logo on my website, Autumn Asphodel. So yeah, it's like a little logo. Yeah. Nice to see you, Gary. I'm glad you can make it. Oh, okay. Okay, so emoji. There you go. Autumn Crystal. Yeah. I need to work on some other emojis. Yeah, it's kind of like Twitch. If you're familiar with Twitch, which I do have a Twitch account, Asphodel Gaming. Let me actually link that one to you as well. Asphodel Gaming Twitch account. There's my Twitch account, Asphodel Gaming. I also have a YouTube associated with that as well. Let me send that to you, and you can. I have gaming videos and that sort of thing. It's brand new. You can check that out. But yeah, you can certainly subscribe to those. Nope, you can't use those, bad girl. You can't use those because you're not a sponsor. You have to be a sponsor in order to use them. That's how it works. Yeah. Yeah, so the more sponsors I have, the more emojis I can do, and I'll probably have some more ideas in the future. But it's, as I said, it's like the same thing with the Twitch as well. The Twitch, you can have like your own custom emojis if you have a certain amount of like if you're partnered with them or something like that. I don't really know. I'm brand new to Twitch still, so yeah. Certainly check out my Twitch and YouTube for Asphodel Gaming. Okay. Robin says, what games do you like to play? So currently, right now, on my gaming channel, I'm playing Plants vs. Zombies Heroes, which is a mobile card-based strategy game, as well as Phantasy Star Online, which is a computer game. It's like an RPG game online, and you fight monsters. You can have up to 4 people in your party. Right now I'm just playing solo. I'm going through the different areas. Yeah, those are the 2 games that I'm playing presently. In the future, I would love to play Silent Hill and Resident Evil and some other horror games, Metal Gear Solid, and a lot of other games that I really, really love. So that'll come at some point in the future when I can afford a better setup, because right now my computer would not be able to handle that in streaming, because I would use like an emulator or play the game locally, and I have a Mac, so none of these games will be compatible anyway, so I need to figure out what I can do about that. So yeah. Can you help others by teaching what you know about all this stuff? So yeah, anything you know that has helped you, you can educate people. I've had a lot of people say that I'm spreading misinformation and this and that, but I've also had a lot of people say that I'm really helping them. It's not a mix. It's more, 80% positive, maybe 20% negative. And the thing is, even if my way does not work for you, because my way is not going to work for everyone, then I'm not the person to help you. There's someone else who could help you. So, all those people who say, you're spreading misinformation, you're spreading dangerous information and all this, made up stuff that they say. Ultimately, those are not the people that I can help. So because I wasn't able to help them, they get mad and aggressive and say that I'm spreading misinformation, when there are plenty of people who have benefited from what I've taught. So honestly, there is no one universal way to deal with something. And I see a comment here which is related to what I'll be getting into here. 100% American, but have to move to Germany as Big Pharma and the FCC wanted to ban me. I can heal stage 4 cancer upon vitamin C injections and vitamin B17 found in apricot seeds. What do you think about the legislation? That's a different question here. Okay, so yeah, I mean, in regards to that and the mainstream medicine, the primary medicine that is out there, ultimately, this conventional medicine that we have, that's just one way. And that is the mainstream way. And then there are many people who that doesn't help, who that ends up feeling worse. I mean, how many people do you know, like they have a headache and like, okay, time to take aspirin or Tylenol, and they just go right to the drugs just to suppress their headache. Or if you have a fever, you would take a Tylenol or whatever to suppress your fever. All those things are very damaging to the body because you have a fever for a reason. Your body is meant to have a fever to fight it off. And if you suppress it, you're going to weaken your immune system. If you have a headache, that is a sign of something else. Like if I have a headache right now, I could say, oh, there's something wrong with me. I'm going to take some pills to get rid of it. Or I can say, well, maybe it's because I'm on the computer. Maybe it's because I'm talking so much. Maybe I'm dehydrated. And I'll get to the root of it and learn to remedy it. Or I can use some natural remedies, such as like a CBD is great for like pain, or any kind of other natural remedy. So we have to think, is the pharmaceuticals in that way really the way to go? I mean, if we're so dependent on these drugs, why are we so dependent? We don't need to be dependent because our bodies are not meant to be dependent. Our bodies are meant to heal on their own. So, but again, there are plenty of people who the conventional type of medicine does not work for them, so they resort to natural alternatives, alternative medicine. There are so many alternative medicines, and it ends up working out better because you have to remember the type of medicine that's available now in the United States, the main way. Doctors always says, this is the scientific method, this is the only way, which is very, very untrue because they have monopolized the pharmaceutical industry and the health industry. And if you learn about the history as to how this happened, it was a very greedy attempt on a few individuals' behalf that they shut down anything that was in competition to them making a profit. So you have cancer remedies that are natural shut down because guess what? You can't make a profit off of marijuana or other like this apricot thing and whatever. You can't make as much money off that as you can these hundreds of thousands of dollar chemotherapy drugs that end up causing cancer because they don't get to the root of the cancer. I could go on and on about that. If you haven't researched that, there's so many informative videos. A very good video about cancer, very good documentary series is The Truth About Cancer. So you can certainly check that out as well. That was, again, a very, very long answer there. Okay, so MS, what do you think about the legislation that Trump is trying to pass on transgender people? I've seen some videos about this. I don't really know too much about it, but I think a lot of people try to jump at their opportunity to be critical when they don't really know the full story, and it probably is not going to happen to begin with. Now, from what I've heard, it's about your birth sex, what you were born as, and that is a problem there because I myself, I do not agree with that because right now, even though I have had sex reassignment surgery, I am legally a female. Even well, not my birth certificate is not female yet. I could change that. I don't know if that would be part of the law or what, but if my birth certificate said female, and the whole thing is what your birth certificate says, or is it what you're born as? If the birth certificate legally says female when I was born a male, I don't know. So, no, I do not agree with that, but I don't think anything will come of that. I think there are some people who are overreacting to that because that just seems a bit extreme. That doesn't make any sense to me, and it just yeah, makes no sense. Okay. It would be cool if Autumn Acido could comment about Trump. Well, I just did. Okay, so yeah, Leek said dysphoria would kill me if I had to be called a girl for my entire life. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense, as I said, because ultimately, it's Oh gosh. Is where we get on a very touchy subject, okay? So I always say, if you present as female or as a male, whatever you present as, and you tend to pass well, I don't see what the issue is, but it is more of an issue if you can't pass well. And let's say, you're a male to female, and you still look very masculine, and you go inside the women's bathroom. I mean, it's understandable. People would be a bit concerned there because it's like, you don't know anything about that person. You don't know what they're trying to do to their body, and you don't also know, maybe they just dressed up and just decided to go in there. I have no idea. There are many things. I don't know the amount of people who would do that, but it does certainly happen. And you can't. There are two extremes that I hear on both sides. I hear people on both sides saying, the one extreme, don't allow any of them into the bathroom because they're going to do this and that to women and children, this and that. And that's a very, very big extreme there. And there's the other extreme, just let them all in, they're not going to do that. And it's neither of those. It's right in the middle. There are going to be people who do that, and there are going to be people who are not like that. So the best thing that I say is, don't use a male or female bathroom. Just use the unisex bathroom or the family bathroom. That is what I always do when I go out. If I use the bathroom when I go out. I don't really use the bathroom when I go out. So maybe that's another option. Don't use the bathroom when you go out. So there are many alternatives. So complaining about that, you have two extremes, and it's just too much on both sides. It really is. Okay, I missed the beginning of the video. Merch store, yes. So the merch store, let me show you. Here is the merchandise store. We have a total of 8. 6 is only shown in this image here. But yeah, check out the merchandise store. You can see right below here, automasterdog.com/store, and you can use the promo code GOBANANAS to get 20% off. And here's a great image of people wearing my merchandise, my shirts. And they look great. They look wonderful. So if you have any images that you want to send me, if you purchase these and you wear them, I'd be happy to share them and tweet them, and yeah, it's just great. So let me also show you. You can see here the merchandise. Oh darn. Okay. There we go. You can see the different merchandise available here, and these two are available in different forms and shirts as well. Tapestries. Yeah, it is. Put a lot of hard work into it, so certainly check that out if you're just now joining. Okay, so I think I'll answer maybe 1 or 2 more questions, then I'm going to head off here. Okay. All right, so Paragon says, antidepressants prescribed by doctors are hugely negative in effect. Zoloft, both students who commit the crime were... Yes, okay, so, yes, the whole thing about, I've heard this thing before, and this is an interesting topic about, people committing, crimes and everything, being on prescription medications, or, killing people. And the thing is, mentally ill people do not do that or something. And the thing is, in order for you to have the thought of killing someone else or yourself, that is a mental health issue. So to pass it off as it's not a mental health thing, it just doesn't make any sense to me. But yes, the antidepressant medications, they have video about that in the near future, but they don't address the root cause of the issue. They tend to mask it. So the whole thing is it's the chemical imbalance in the brain, which has been proven not to be the case at all. It's not the cause of depression and anxiety and bipolar disorder and schizophrenia or any of those sort of things. It's not the cause of any of those. Now, I'm not saying that a chemical imbalance may not be present at the time that people are experiencing these things, but it's not the cause, okay? So these medications are prescribed on that false belief that it is the cause. So that's where we run into problems, because what they do is they regulate the amount of serotonin into the brain, which that wasn't the issue to begin with. So then the person becomes dependent on that, because when they get off, the body ends up producing too much or too little, or whatever the case may be, and it becomes very, very difficult to get off because the body is then accustomed to taking that. And here's another good example. Like if you're taking a supplement that your body naturally makes, okay? The more you take that supplement, the less your body will naturally convert and make its own of that supplement. So if you just suddenly stop, you're going to have a big dip because your body needs to get used to, wait a minute, I have to start making this again. And then it has to build back up. And that's how it is with some of these drugs as well. So, okay, so okay, so the last question here from Luke here. Guess it'd be cool if you could make a live stream about mental health issues, since I've seen that it's a very present subject. So yeah, I mean, one of the core things that I discuss is mental health, any sort of health, physical health and mental health, because they're both very much integrated into our overall well-being. I integrate many things into our overall well-being, like philosophical topics into one as our well-being here. So yeah. And then we have the whole spiritual self integrated. So I integrate all these things into one. It's not just you have a mental health disorder, here's how you deal with it, here's the medication that can help you. That's very, very plain. That's very, very, it doesn't talk about it in depth. You know, I mean, I can talk about ways to cope, and that still doesn't get to the deep-rooted issue, like what causes it? How do you remedy the true cause of it? So, yeah, I mean, we talk about it every time. I make videos about it. People ask questions about it, and I give my opinions on it. So, my whole thing is I'm all about getting to the root cause of it. So that's why I do not believe in the conventional treatment, because they do not get to the root cause. That's why a lot of people don't necessarily agree with some of the things that I say, because me saying this and that person, you know, doesn't need to be on any kind of medication, that is being an ableist. That is discriminating. And honestly, it's the people who are saying it is a lifelong thing are the ones who are actually discriminating. So it's actually the other way around, is how I see it. It's not me who's discriminating, but it's the people who are saying that I'm discriminating because I don't see it their way. They're the one who's discriminating because they don't believe that it's possible to overcome the problems. I have the firm belief in my mind that it is possible to overcome any struggle that you have. And that's what I teach and educate. So if you don't believe that, then I'm not the person for you, obviously, because I try to get to the root of the issue and address it so you can heal and you can overcome. That is what it's all about. And I don't understand why some people are so hesitant about that. Like they don't want to see it as, I can't overcome this. I have this for life. I was born with this. It's a genetic thing. And it's not. It really isn't. So again, when you limit your mind to and say it's impossible for me to overcome this, then honestly, you would not be able to overcome it. So I had the idea in my mind when I was struggling really bad. It's like, I'm going to beat this. I will overcome this, and I am overcoming this. And I made the steps to be able to do that and get to the root of my issue here, and I did. And I overcame that. And that's what I'm teaching and educating. So I really don't understand how that is discrimination with some of these people. No idea. I mean, I would love to have a debate here and talk with someone about who completely disagrees with my approach. I've, had conversations like on social media about some of these people who disagree, and they can't cite anything that I'm saying is wrong sometimes. like there's one person I say, you know, can you give me an example of what you don't agree with? And then all they say is, oh, you're just being ableist. They can't give me an example. And there's other people who do go more in depth, and I provide them with information like here's what it shows here. You know, this is not a real thing. This is a ploy or a marketing scheme for something else. And they say, oh, I'm sure I could find so much studies that say the opposite, when there aren't any studies because it hasn't been officially proven that way. So again, yeah, we have to, I would love to be able to talk with someone about that. And that's right, Luke, there is no right or wrong. There really isn't. So people who say that there is, those are the really problematic types of people, because those are the ones that run the government. Those are the ones that run the mainstream medicine and all of that sort of thing. They really do. That's why when you go to a standard doctor, what do they do? There's only one way, the scientific way. That's the only way, and that doesn't make it right. And their approach doesn't make it wrong as well. I mean, certain scientific factors are in it that say this is what the science shows. But guess what? The science is also based on just that, human observation. So, and not only that, you know, there are going to be anomalies, there are going to be people who don't benefit, and science cannot explain that. So, yeah. The scientific method, I always say, when it comes to conventional type of medicine, it's very, very flawed, and you can see the flaws, and you can see why it doesn't always work. So that's why I do not trust it, and that's why I would prefer to do my own thing and do a natural thing and try to uncover why. So, okay. All right, so one final thing here. So again, here's my merchandise. This is what it was all about. It went into mental health, but you know, that's fine. So here's the merchandise here. You can do autumnastrodell.com/store. Here's all my merchandise here on the people. Great, great, great. And then you can also see it here, all my different designs and shirts. So you can get 20% off by using the code GOBANANAS. I'm pretty sure it's just today, so if you see anything you like, you can certainly get it today and save the 20% off. So, yeah. Great, great, great. And again, if you wear it, if you buy it, send me some images and I'll share it and we'll be great. So, yep. Thank you all so very much for coming, and I hope to see you all again soon. I have some nice upcoming things and an interview with someone coming in the next two weeks, so you'll see that very soon. So, yep. Thank you all so very much for people who are going to buy the merchandise, and thank you all for coming here, and I will see you all very, very soon. Okay? Bye-bye.